Welcome to Stormwater Drainage Solutions. In today's video, we're going to be going over the brand new 3.5 inch pipe by French Drain Man. Now, this is a new size to the drainage industry when it comes to corrugated pipe. I have the perforated version right here. Now, I want you to take a look. If you bring the camera in closer here, we have 3 different pipe sizes here. So we have a 3-inch corrugated pipe, 3.5 inch, and then your 4-inch. This way you can really get an idea at the difference in pipe size here. So this is another tool we have in our toolbox to work with now on residential properties and getting them drained out. We usually always run 4-inch pipe, but what we find is when we run 4-inch pipe, the problem with it, especially in the yards that we service, there's just hardly any slope to work with. So it's very hard to daylight and discharge a French drain when you're running 4-inch pipe. So that's where 3-inch pipe came in. But we needed something in the middle, and French Drain Man met that, and he came out with a 3.5 inch perforated pipe. Now this 3.5 inch corrugated pipe, we get the best of both worlds here. So we get a smaller diameter pipe, but not too small. So this still can flow a decent amount of water, whereas it's not as large though as a 4-inch pipe. So it's easier to daylight a French drain and have it drain and actually discharge the system a lot more efficiently, because we can gain more slope in the ground with this pipe on the properties that we have here that are really flat and that are not built up high enough. So this 3.5 inch pipe for French drains is going to shine on those properties that we need to de-water. So I have a couple of examples that we're going to go over here with you. Here's some new 3.5 inch fittings. So these fittings are exclusively French Drain Man, exclusive to his brand only, 3.5 inch. We have an end cap for your French drain to start the run with. We have a 3.5 inch coupler to connect 2 pieces of pipe together. And then we have an adapter fitting to adapt over to either larger fittings or PVC. And we'll go over that with you here in a moment. All right, so if you need to connect your 3.5 inch French drain perforated pipe into your solid main line, so this is a 4-inch solid main, got solid pipe. We've collected the water with our French drain. Now we want to contain that water and we want to discharge it. So to adapt over from this 3.5 inch into this 4-inch fitting right here, this 4-inch Y, we simply use the PVC adapter cup link. So you have the barbs on one end. So this is going to be for the corrugated side. And then the other side would fit over PVC. But in this case, we're going to actually push it into the hub of this 4-inch corrugated fitting. Then you would go ahead and you would make your connection for your lateral French drain coming into your main line. And then you would use corrugated tile tape around this joint here, and you would tile tape that up to make a nice snug connection. But that is how you would run a French drain lateral line into a 4-inch main, is by using this coupling just like that. All right, so if you're running PVC and you need to connect a 3.5 inch French drain lateral line into your PVC main, in this case we're using 6-inch SDR 35 for our PVC main into a 6-inch Y that reduces down to 4-inch. So this fitting right here is designed to go over Schedule 35 PVC sewer fittings. So that's going to slide over like that. And then you're going to go ahead and just make your lateral connection with your perforated 3.5 inch French drain pipe. And that's all there is to it. Now, another step is you can drill out holes on either side of here. And French Drain Man actually has plugs that you can push in. They're push taps to hold that in place. Now I'm not gonna drill this fitting, but you get the idea. And then you would use your PVC tile tape and tile tape this up to make a solid connection. But that's all there is to it. It's as simple as that. And you can do the same thing if you're running it into a 4-inch main.
I hope you enjoyed that video on the new 3.5 inch French Drain Man pipe. And if you did, give us a like. It really helps us out, helps support the channel. And if you need drainage work done in the Tampa Bay area, give Stormwater Drainage Solutions a call at 813-614-3456. We got you covered.